This microphone is actually tested out by Ron's What?
They'll be somewhat worth my time. This is the part where you scream. They'll be somewhat worth my time. This is the part where you scream. Storm of it. looks pretty strong. It will be a worthy plaything. This is the part where you scream. This is the part where you scream. Still a bit more. This is the part where you They'll be somewhat worth my time. This is the part where you scream. Swarm a bit more. This is the part where you scream.
Yeah, they're absolutely, they're absolutely making expeditions exponentially harder. Honestly, doing expedition pilots is but the story is really, really good. I have to put like 10 different explanations on it.
How dare you!
I should probably get a microphone soon instead of relying on my phone.
Strong survive. It's those who survive. This is the part where you scream the guns.
Honestly, I really should get a microphone or something, considering it's kind of hard to, use the internal microphone. Is this better? I'm not sure if it's better. Oh, my voice? My voice is a little bit too low. Oh yeah, I should probably adjust the internal audio volume. I probably should have done that instead. Yep. Just gonna put it like that for now. If it's too loud though, do tell me. Is the internal audio still bad now? Alright, that's good then. Yep. Yeah, earlier I was talking about that video plan for Clara, and I also gotta go on the what's it called again? Oh yeah, the Dungeon Link one. Right now I'm planning on reworking Clara's video because I don't really like how it turned out the first time. So I'm gonna be like just reworking it a bit, adding some new backgrounds and some stuff like that. I don't really want like background footage for that one. I just want like the background from the novels. I gotta put like 20 different warnings in front of the one with the Clara. Because there are like way too many like torture, brainwashing, stuff like that in Clara's backstory. Stuff like that I gotta put down one of those warnings for. So like a spoiler warning and then like content warning, like a bunch of content warnings. Oh yeah, there was also some stuff about World 17, that whole conference with the Korean players. They did have some pretty interesting stuff. One thing I noticed though, the director of Guardian Tales is the new one is pretty young. Honestly, he's pretty young for his age. I'd say he's pretty young for like his position. Like you'd think he'd look something like 30, 40, or you know, he looks quite young. And he was fumbling quite a bit during the entire conference, so honestly, best of luck to him. Must be a bit stressful considering the last director had a lot of stuff to deal with when it came to the player base. So I'm glad that the hype for the game is coming back now with the conference over and all the information being leaked. Well, yeah, true. He did say that he actually started playing Guardian Tales before he got a job in Kong Studio in the Guardian Tales department. He played the game before and said he's one of the players too. The authenticity of that statement is, up in the air, because, like, they can always lie about that stuff on their resume. But yeah, they did say that they used to play Guardian Tales too. I'd be glad if he did, honestly. Though this one thing that also concerned me was that he said Eunha, the next Korean anniversary hero, is a selfish byproduct of him wanting a representation in the game. Like, he said he wanted Eunha to be like a daughter of him of some sort, and that just, and he explicitly said that he requested the developers to make her into a female Camille, which is, honestly, I don't know how to feel about that, considering the reason is quite wholesome, but she's absolutely gonna be broken. A lot of mixed opinions. Oh. Apparently it was someone during the conference talking about PvP stuff, and he just started going off about the new hero being a selfish product of his own desires, which is honestly, I don't really know how to feel about that, considering like I appreciate his honesty, but him outright saying it's selfish, just a little bit too much transparency there. I mean, we did ask for this much transparency before, but still, it's thought that the players there didn't maul him to death or something, because the last time we had a conference like this, they were in process. So, it's quite that Jesus still incident didn't happen. Time during the summer, you can maybe go to Korea and buy official Guardian Tales merch, which is a bit of a stretch, honestly. I don't think anyone would intentionally go there for that, but hey, it could be one of your reasons to go to Korea this summer. So yeah, honestly, one of the more interesting things coming from the Collaboration Cafe is that they showed some of their unused content there too, like the beta screenshot they had of Marina and Demon World, and also some fan art, some drafts for the comics they post, and oh yeah, they also had the entire expedition map there. They had the entire expedition area map on the wall there. Honestly, oh yeah, some YouTuber made like a vlog of going there, and it was pretty nice. They had some badges. I don't think they had models, which was unfortunate. But they had some pretty good stuff on sale, honestly, I'd say. The thing that interested me the most was just that the fully completed expedition map they had just lying around. They also showed the region with Canterbury too, which is interesting since they actually had the whole thing planned. Surprising, honestly, considering they already said that they're not gonna continue updating Expedition. They said that they were gonna cut off Expedition and the story was already over, so I'm surprised they actually have a full map for it. But maybe they might continue covering it in cooperative Expedition, so yeah. I wouldn't say it's a rip, but they might still use it. Just hoping they use it soon. Yeah, there's also some stuff I didn't include in my community posts. Mostly about they discuss content about what season 3 might be. Um, they mostly focused on saying that season 3 was going to be like season 1 in terms of the adventure kind of aspect of it. Basically, we're going back to the adventure format. They did list out 2 new locations that we're gonna visit in season 3. Though know that, that they could change it anytime during development and it's not in this exact order. They said we're going to the moon and also going to deep sea. So those are 2 confirmed locations that we're gonna have worlds in season 3. Yep. Also, that whole 4 months content update thing, I like it, but honestly, I hope they don't burn themselves out doing it. Because, like, also during the conference, they talked about how the crew does love Guardian Tales, but it's got a horrible schedule, apparently. And, yeah. Indeed, a season 3 talk. During the conference, they actually talked about the developer side of things, like an insider's thought thing. They talked about how the crew does love Guardian Tales and want the story to continue, but their current development schedule is, to put it simply, a mess. Their development schedule is a mess. So they're basically reorganizing their schedule to be 1 world update every single 4 months, so they can develop more efficiently. Yeah, that's the main part they talked about when it came to their internal affairs. What else? Right, they also talked about how they're gonna make a new guild conquest mode. I'm not sure if I had that yet. Right, I haven't came to farm or ranch in a while. Yeah, it's a pretty bad thing for management, honestly. I mean, it's like split between 2 companies at this point, cause like it's Cacao Games and Kong Studios. Plus, Kong Studios might be a lot more busy the coming few months, considering they're actually working on 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 brand new games. So they're gonna be extremely busy. I just hope they don't drop Guardian Tales. Honestly, they're currently working on a new 3D open world game using the it's still gonna be Guardian Tales, but it's a completely different game, so the storytelling might be different. They're still gonna use the champion sword, if I recall correctly. But yeah, they are developing a new game, 3 new ones at that. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. And yeah, Cacao is big in Korea, but the main development part of Guardian Tales, Cacao Games is the publisher, yeah, and Kong Studios is the people that actually make the game. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, they're developing 3 new. Well, they say it's AAA, but I'm not sure. They say they're developing 3 new AAA productions, 3D open world games, kind of like the new Honkai Star Rail, and honestly, kind of like Mu Yoho games. They're still gonna be using Guardian Tales as the main IP. Bruh. What the heck? My guy. Well, they're all connected. Not sure. They're still in the development phase right now. They haven't revealed any information besides. They haven't revealed any information besides the fact that they're still gonna use the Champion Sword as the main plotline thing, and also using the Guardian Tales IP, which means it's still gonna be in the Guardian Tales world, but it might be a bit different. And didn't the possessed bully feel anything when he inside? I'm pretty sure when Belio was inside Cloud's wife at that point, she was already in the tube. So unless Cloud got really frustrated one night and just decided to open the tube, I don't think he got the chance. But yeah. If hypothetically, if Cloud actually got to do it with Iris while Iris was possessed by Belio, I believe Belio would actually feel it. Maybe that's the reason he hated Cloud so much. Maybe that's the reason he hated Cloud so much. But yeah, timeline. Good luck on that, by the way. Actually, I've pretty much just organized the entire Earth timeline already on my levels video. But there's still the Thetis. Is it? I want to say it's Thetis, but I kind of want to say it's a funny Thetis. Titties. I will answer everything. I want. As long as it's related to lore and I am willing to answer it, I will answer it. Also, here's a fun fact. Yes, this is a voice. It is my voice. Congratulations. Okay, I already know who you are. That was very quick. Right. Well, let's pick a topic or something. Let's just keep going off of the 4 demon gods. Here's a fun fact for you. Andreas used to be the demon god of lust. And she is currently possessing the body of a child, so maybe it's a good thing they got rid of that lust title for the child. Lapis. It's always gonna be that answer, Lapis. It's just Lapis. I'm pretty sure it's just Lapis. Even Lon got a short story. Lapis only made small appearances, and the only appearance that she ever made in a summer short story, which are non-canon by the way, she lost her exclusive weapon. Lapis is so irrelevant that even developers poke fun at her. Even the developers poke fun at the fact that she isn't included in any form of story whatsoever, at least in canon. The only appearance she's ever made so far, I'm pretty sure, is the Wish Upon a Star, the first summer short story, which is completely non-canon, and she lost her exclusive weapon during that. Honestly, kind of surprised she even got a second exclusive in the first place. But I guess they had to, like, toss it to someone, I guess, to show that they do care, or at least acknowledge the existence of the light element, even though light is like the completely horrible element for everything except Arena and Coliseum. Especially in Raid, light was horrible in Raid, and then Kai appeared, so that kind of saved it a bit. Who's the weakest demon god? Honestly, I would say it's like Crossel, but I'm not sure, because I'm actually pretty sure that all the demon gods, like their power ranking, they should be similar actually. They should be like all on the same level. But if I were to like just forcibly have to guess which demon god would be the weakest, I would say it's Crossel. Cause like she's the only Crossel is actually a male just inside a female body. Cause Crossel is the only one that has to rely on like tactics. Other than Belial, I wouldn't count Belial. Cause like Belial is like intentionally cruel as hell. Crossel is the tactician of the demon gods. I would say that Crossel might be the weakest because he actually has a brain. He's the only one that managed to like secure a host without like it being completely accidental. Crossel was the only one that like made a deal with contracts and stuff. While even though he was like completely screwed over by Monica, while Celine and Reinai was just like sort of there. I mean, Paimon literally only picked Reinai because he saw that she had a lot of magic, and his brain just went ooga booga and was like, ooh, she has magic, I have muscles, we're gonna be invincible. That's not always the case, but it's almost always the case. The brain equals weak, almost always the case. Oh yeah, they specifically hate Belial because Belial is the most savage one out of them. Like, the rest of them actually do govern their own people, except for maybe Paimon, because Paimon is too dumb to do anything. Because Belial is just unnecessarily cruel to the point where even a demon god would say, dude, what the fuck? Anniversary hero be related to Maya? No. Honestly, the anniversary hero's backstory doesn't fit like anywhere. It's like it's like she's from a completely different fucking game at this point. And the main reason for that is because the director was 100% hands-on during her production, because she was basically the director's OC, in a sense that the director wanted her to be like his daughter. And that's also the reason that he specifically requested that the new anniversary hero to be a basic Camille. Just he gave the order to make her completely OP. Yeah, take that as you may. He specifically said he was selfish in doing that too, but yeah, the reason was kind of wholesome though. Cecil, Cecil, she's been here since Dungeon Link era too. She's actually Yeah, she's been here since Dungeon Link 2. She was a hero. I guess you could say should say champion. She was one of the 6-star, seven, no, no, six-star champions in Dungeon Link 2. And she was, yeah, I guess everyone is their OPOC. Caesar was one of the not on the main party with like Kaden and the others, but she was one of the playable ones in Dungeon Link. Back then, she was already like a pure-blooded vampire. Well, Caesar was a vampire, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. She's one of the pure-blooded ones with like white hair and crimson eyes, kind of like Cloud. The reason she can be exposed to the sun, though, honestly, I have no idea. Yeah, Caesar was canonically an SSR. Why she can visit this? Why she can just like bask in the sun, though, I have no idea. She's a pure-blooded vampire, and she used to be a pop star, like a superstar time back. She used to be a singer and a superstar at that. So yeah. Maybe something happened during her transition over to Guardian Tales, because like that was like a 500-year. Is it? Is it a bit weird? Just point out what's weird, and I'll just continue on for now. Oh, the in-game music. Is it a bit too quiet? I set it to lower earlier because someone told me that it was way too loud earlier. Because like over on this side, I can't actually hear like much of anything from the game at this point, but it's fine, honestly. Alright, back to the top. Oh. Would it be better if I just muted it? Yeah, would it be better if I just like turned it off? Honestly, I feel like I should just like turn it off at this point. Yeah, it should be better. Right. Yeah, so Cecil is like just a vampire. She's one of the pure-blooded ones. There's not much to her, honestly. I hope they expand more on her. What do you think about what? Mixed feelings, I would say. Very mixed feelings. Yeah, no little princess ships. Out the gate, no little princess ships. And like I've only seen people do like ships of future princess and future knight, which is understandable. Cause like they're both the same age. Yeah, they're both the same age. Not the little princess. Leave the little princess alone. Firstly, leave the little princess alone, and secondly, for future princess, I have heard like arguments for both sides coming from my friends, and honestly, I personally think it's okay for like future princess. I think it's okay for future princess, but I would understand if you don't like it. I completely understand why people don't like it, because like it sounds like this is not according to me. Like I heard this from one of my friends. It sounds like a groomer's fantasy. Like we basically grew up with LP, so she does fit the childhood friend category thing, but honestly, I would say it's a bit sus
but it is... Oh god, I don't want to comment on this topic. Look, the fan art is cute. That's all I have left to say. The fan art is cute. Not the inappropriate fan art, just the regular fan art is cute. Of like that ship. It's fine if it's just like the fan art. Cause the fan art is plenty cute. I don't mind it if it's the fan art. But if you do like something, don't push it too far, I guess. Yeah, I would rather stop my comment on those ships at that point. Yeah. Yeah, that's just gonna be the end of how I answer that question. Cause like I don't really ship them together. I don't really ship anyone together in this game. Yeah. Next question, please. Please, next question. Yeah, I would rather not answer that question. And honestly, I'm just doing this to stall time. I don't actually like the achievement stuff. I hate it. I hate achievements. And let's see, Aoyuki. Right. Wielder of Mirasama and Akayuki's brother. We might see her. No, him. Oh god, him. We might see him. We might see him in the future. Yeah, we might see him in the future. Honestly, I expect him to be like the Japanese servers and new anniversary hero, because like the Japanese server is approaching their anniversary too, and they usually have like their own like server first hero that they release. Aoyuki, yeah, Aoyuki is human. It's a similar case to Akayuki, but not petrified. He's fine. He's out there. They're brothers and sisters, I think, or maybe they just studied under the same master. Yeah, we might see him in the future. I fully expect them to make Aoyuki the Japanese anniversary hero. The Japanese comics, I would say they are like in the middle of canon and non-canon, cause like you wouldn't really see some of these characters in like, yeah, you wouldn't exactly see some of this stuff on like a daily basis. But I would say they are like sorta canon. Yeah, they're like sorta canon. They're in that limbo between canon and non-canon. Yeah, and they think of them as like small slice of life version of Guardian Tales. Yeah, they're like that. 500 years old. Yeah, that's gonna be the main issue with Aoyuki, is that he's gonna be so old at this point. Plus the canon reason that Akayuki survived is because of her petrification, and that's inside the Archfiend seal. Yeah, the JP comic timeline is kind of weird, but if we consider the comics to be canon, we would have to consider the, like, these ones. we have to consider these ones canon too, which is I mean, it's possible all of them can be canon actually. They actually all of them can be canon. Yeah. Yeah. Why did Aisha not show up in season 2? Asha. A simple answer would just be that she was staying in Raw Empire because firstly, Asha is a princess. She can't leave. She's like aiming for the like we've seen in stories, she's aiming for the throne of Ra. She gotta stay there at the very least. She's not like the other champions that can just leave all willy-nilly and live on Heavenhold, because like they don't have any obligations to be there. Asha has a lot of obligations to be there. Because like she's the first or second princess. Because like Asha is the closest royal sibling to the throne right now. So she has to stay in Ra to like secure that spot. And also considering like all of her siblings are constantly trying to frame her for something, I wouldn't blame her if she was super paranoid. Yeah. She's the 7th princess, yeah. Best chance at the throne among her siblings. So, the simplest answer would be that she can't leave. Because she gotta stay there to secure the throne. It would look really bad if the closest heir to the throne just kinda left the kingdom. So, yeah. Plus, she has her own land that she has to govern too. Because each royal sibling has their own, like, land that they have to take care of. How did future princess arrive at Heavenhold? Honestly, I have no clue. But it is canon. It is canon that she is still in our current timeline. Because in World 11 Nightmare, she left and went to Prologue. So technically, she's actually still with us in our current timeline. She just can't get close to us. And the fact that the future princess is actually still here, it does like bring up some theories about how Lily might actually possess future princess in later down the line. Yeah. Arabelle, I think. Arabelle's grandma be playable. Her grandma is like really massive considering the bed we've seen at the end of World 9 Nightmare. We've seen that bed that she rests in, and it's massive. But I don't think her grandma would be playable, since she's more like a bedridden person. Camellia, well, the main reason is that Camellia actually betrayed the invaders to help Little Princess in World 16. She betrayed the invaders because the reason that she could betray the invaders is because we went on to the Queen ship,
and basically destroyed everything, causing a massive distraction, leading to her being able to launch an escape pod back to Heavenhold, which then she took over. Yeah. So, technically, if it wasn't for us attacking Queen's ship in World 15 Assault, she wouldn't be able to betray them. And that's exactly what happens in Future Timeline. We saw that hologram of Lilith delivering her last message to Heavenhold, talking about Labos, and also talking about how the capital, the entire demon world is falling, the demon dragons, aka demon gods, are dead, and Arena is also dead. So the reason that Camellia didn't help Princess in the future timeline is because since like in that timeline, Camellia still took the Savior's deal and put on that helmet and became the first Corps Commander, she is technically in Demon World. She was in Demon World at the time, and she should be the one attacking Central Demon World, and along with the 4th Corps Commander there, and yeah, they both were just raining chaos down on Demon World at the time, so she didn't really have time to go and grab Heavenhold. Plus, Heavenhold wasn't in Demon World at the time, it was still floating above regular human world. So they were straight up in like different realms. And that's the main reason why Camellia couldn't just go and help Future Princess in the unrecorded timeline. Most people ask that question and assume it's like the biggest plot hole in the entire game, but no, it could actually be explained. Just the explanation is a bit choppy. I would admit that the explanation is a bit choppy. I would admit that, but it is explainable. At the very least, it is explainable. Right. The biggest plot hole. Oh, I have the perfect example for that. Me and another specific theorist planned on like bombarding support with like emails about this plot hole, but we never actually did because we're lazy. Yeah, so in Camellia's biography here, story. In Camellia's biography here, you can actually see that she succeeded Beatrice II in AH 498, and the story began in AH 502. So in that time, hold on.
Oh dear God. A lot of questions. Hold on. I'll answer the plot. Crap. I'll answer the plot hole question first. The plot hole question, right? Camellia succeeded Beatrice in 498. Story began in 512. 498, 512. So that means she had like 4 years. She had 4 years between her succession and the invaders attacking Canterbury. But it was said that Little Princess is 10 years old by the time that the invaders attack Canterbury, which is 502 AH. But it was said that Little Princess only appeared after Beatrice II disappeared and Lily appeared to... basically, the timeline doesn't match there. Like, she succeeded Beatrice II in AH 498. No. The story began in 502, not 512. 502, so there was only 4 years. There were only 4 years, but Little Princess was supposed to only appear after Beatrice II died. So, let's assume that when Beatrice II died, Camellia immediately assumed the throne, and that was 492. But the story began in 502, but the princess only appeared after Beatrice died, which was, let's say, princess appeared in so the princess had to have appeared in 498. Yeah. She couldn't have aged 10 years in 4 years, so that's one of the biggest plot holes we found while compiling the timeline ourselves. We were like compiling the timeline according to World 16's info, since they provided a lot of Thetis time records there, and that was the main plot hole we found. If Coco and Ice Prince will peace? No. If they married, chaos. A lot of chaos. A royalty who was previously accused of murder against the snowman general that they trusted, marrying an ice witch, that would be catastrophic to the mountain. They would go on the biggest witch hunt you've ever seen. Yeah, Coco would still be called the Ice Witch. And the prince was already accused of murder. They don't like either of them. I mean, the snowman still had like respect for... The snowman still listened to the Ice Prince. Because he's still royalty, and after all, yeah, he's still royalty, and also Gast was proven to be like the guy orchestrating the entire thing. But Coco, no, Coco, they would take one look at Coco and would just like be no. Cause like even in World 8 Nightmare, when Coco sacrificed herself, oh yeah, alright, see ya. Even in World 8 Nightmare, when Coco sacrificed herself, the snowman and the Inuits still didn't like her, and even if the snowman prince tried to free her with the formula they had created, which actually works, the snowmen were literally so fearful of Coco that even if she sacrificed herself to melt every single red ice around the mountain, they still hated her even inside her own red ice prison. They even hit the prince for trying to free her. Yeah, so them marrying each other, it wouldn't really change anything. Unfortunately, yeah. God, I hate Mount Shivering. Sweet home Mount Shivering. Their first generation was absolutely full of incest. Cloud. The simplest answer, Cloud. I genuinely just want to see Cloud come back. Make a deal with Belial and become like a Belial advent in a vampire body, which Belial would hate, because Belial was originally Belial was a vampire. He wasn't a demon, he was a vampire. But he hated vampires, so there was this whole hypocrisy thing he had. Being in a vampire's body as an advent would just be perfect for him, honestly. The main thing about Cloud, though, is that I don't think they might come back, they should come back in like World 14 Nightmare or something, yeah. Oh, Dungeon Link. You know, maybe the 4 demon generals. Yeah. I would say the 4 demon generals. Because the demon generals are pretty interesting, let's say. Especially it's mostly just the 2 out of the 4 demon generals that I want to like focus on. The Black Magician, I didn't like. This isn't something like, you know, cancel worthy. It's literally her name, the Black Magician, and the Demon Swordsman. Yeah, those 2 are like the Andreas and Belial of the demon general of the demon. Like they're similar to those 2 demon gods. I want to see them return, honestly, because like they would be the oldest thing. They would be the oldest being we've ever seen in story, even older than Arena at that point, because like they were already fully grown demons before Demon King Arena's reign upon Demon World. So they would be even older than Arena. Maybe even older than Cloud, which is like 1800 years. Yeah. I just want to see more old demon characters, because like they give more insight to the history. The history that didn't get to play out because the game shut down. Technically, no. No. They don't, they aren't in contact. Yeah, let's say that they aren't in contact. It's mostly because, yeah, they're not in contact because, you know, Tina is in the Desert of Madness while Parvati, she works in Demon World in Camazon's operations. And in the short story, we got to see that Parvati was actually wishing that her sister's life was as normal as hers, indicating that she doesn't know about her sister's whereabouts, just that she knows her sister is out there somewhere, and is just hoping that her sister is doing fine. Honestly, I hope in the future someday we would get to see, like, we get to see Parvati
fighting Tina, because like Tina is hired to like battle these bad guys that she thinks is bad, right? Maybe one day Parvati would be like taking out this small business, and then Tina walks by and just starts attacking her. Cause like she sees someone attacking civilians, she would be like, "Oh no, bad guy," and then attacks Parvati without knowing that they're each other's sisters. It would be quite nice, honestly. It would be a good twist. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I had someone play arena for me. Doo-doo-doo. That's a decent amount of gems. I'm gonna have to save it for the new anniversary hero. I hate her. Yeah, technology. I mean, Canterbury. Canterbury's definitely gonna be like the most technologically advanced one. Because, like, Heaven Hold is actually a collaboration project between all of them. And Caden specifically already knew that Canterbury had all this shady, advanced stuff underneath the castle. I would say like naturally, because definitely Canterbury is not natural at this point. Canterbury is just like completely. I mean, you could even see the Caden free spaceship crash site near Canterbury Forest. I'm pretty sure that Lily had some external help with her technology when she built stuff like the hypersleep chamber. In terms of like actual technology, like natural technology, like you could see Canterbury was actually, they didn't make technology public. They only had that underground lab underground. They didn't share the technology of the civilians, and the area even around Canterbury's capital, the richer areas, it was all, yeah, mana towers. Canterbury focused more on magic, but they actually is more technologically advanced underneath the surface. But when you look at it from the outside, it looks a lot more like a medieval peasant's nightmare, honestly. Like, there was a clear divide in the clergy and the peasantry. There was also the slums there. Yeah. From the outside, it looked like a medieval era place with magic, which was honestly the perfect disguise for it being like a super advanced, interdimensional spanning, technologically advanced kingdom underneath all that medieval crap. Yeah, but like in appearance, like more advanced in appearance, the most advanced kingdom in human world would be Raw Empire, because they're the ones entering the the Raw Empire are the ones entering the steampunk era, like back during the Industrial Revolution with the Brits. The Brits had their Industrial Revolution, and that's pretty much what the Raw Empire was going through at the time. Yeah. And Demon World was, of course, Demon World was completely advanced compared to the human world.
It's even more weird considering that even medieval peasants have phones. So yeah. Yeah, emotional attachment. That's pretty much it. Amy's scene with Dolph, they elaborated on it during the Sia Summer Festival story, and oh god, my accent's popping out. Yeah, Amy stated that the reason that she traveled with Dolph is because Dolph was the first one to not run away when Amy showed her sadistic side. And that's basically it. He was the first one to not abandon her and instead defended her, and that's the main reason that she stayed with him. It's emotional attachment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But in the short story, we does get emotional attachment was the same reason that Amy tolerated those like shenanigans. But in the short story, we also got to see that Amy was growing as a person and wasn't tolerating any more of those shenanigans and was pummeling him into the ground, which I think we all enjoy seeing. Yeah. I got her in a single pool. uh Pineapple pizza. Do it. Do it. God, that thing's a biological weapon. Oh, yeah. It's mostly, their relationship is mostly just emotional attachment. I wouldn't say it's the healthiest relationship, but compared to some of the other relationships in Guardian Tales, I would say it's one of the more healthy ones. Yeah, I would say that relationship is one of the more healthy ones, considering compared to the other relationships in Guardian Tales. Yeah. It depends on what you think is lucky. Yeah. Ran Peng is a woman. Last I check, there she. I think I'm gonna have to check again right now. Hmm. Right. Yeah. They don't put her gender. They don't put her gender in the. They don't put her gender in this part. But I'm pretty sure she's female. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's female. To be fair, it wasn't a reckless move, but I would say Princess definitely influenced her to move her army earlier than expected. Because that army was already prepared to like fighting the invaders. But LP, No Princess Crying, definitely pushed Loreline a bit more.
Where are the android female? This one actually, someone asked the game masters on their social media accounts. They actually confirmed that the androids are not female nor male. They're genderless. They're all genderless. They just have female appearance. I assume that it's actually because inventor Louise, I think that's how you say it's their name. Her name, inventor Louise actually made the androids. She made the androids for Camazon. She made the androids for Camazon first, actually, and I'm guessing it was actually later copied over to the design for Heavenhold when Caden asked for Louise's help. Yeah. So here's a little fun fact for y'all too. A Camazon androids actually came first. It was the Camazon androids that came first, and then came the Heavenhold ones. God damn it. Lorelei from Dungeoning and Lorelei and Guardian Tales. I wouldn't say. I mean, we're not sure if they're the same person, but we can't be sure. We can't be sure that they're different people either. 'Cause maybe they're different, maybe they're the same. Honestly, you can't confirm at this point because there's a 500-year time skip between all the events, and yeah. You can't confirm it yet, but how? I mean, she was important in Dungeon Link too, so maybe she was the same one. Or maybe Labos replaced Lorelei in like the middle of the 500-year period. So we don't really know the exact part about that. Hello there. Yeah. Yes, happy anniversary. Technically, it's the next update for Global, but yeah, happy early anniversary. It's fine to celebrate it a bit early. It's fine, completely fine. Hell, in fact, if you want to get some official Guardian Tales merch, you could go to their collaboration cafe in Korea. They're actually selling Guardian Tales themed merch there. They have some posters and stuff, and they have food there that are in the theme of Guardian Tales as well. You'd have to plan a trip to Korea first, though. Yeah.
shouldn't open that server while I'm streaming. Oh. Yeah, the math is really strong on this one, honestly. Yes, these values sure do add up to 200 million. It was, explain the Rue story ending. The Kid Santa meet Rui part is just their flashback. It's not like the reincarnation meeting Santa again, it's a flashback. Kid Rui. Yeah, Kid Rui, Santa met Kid Rui after some kids made fun of her, and then she basically got Rui to work for her at a young age. Child labor. Child labor, unpaid child labor. It was paid in presents, but I guess still unpaid child labor. Seems to be a theme of Santa these days, unpaid labor and child labor. Yeah. Just gonna turn this on for a second. Beth Elizabeth. She was probably Beth was probably like scrambling. She was absolutely scared. Oh no, Angie was... Oh, come on, give the poor angel a break at this point. Because like, she's deserved the break at this point. Beth was like... I would imagine she was like having a panic attack at that point. Because, in Camelia's backstory, it was Beth that introduced Camelia to the Savior. So I think in a part, Beth blames herself for Camelia being able to go into the position that she currently is. Like, how Camelia is able to get to the rank of First Corps Commander. I think Beth blames herself partly for that. Yeah. So Beth was probably having like a panic attack and frantically chugging alcohol during the invasion. Santa, I don't think the Santa would be playable. She's too plain of a character. Maybe a one-star hero if they ever decide to add those again. Honestly, the last one they added was Marty Jr. and it was a pretty nice addition Angie really did just fall from grace, honestly. Angie, she used to be the captain of the Angel Guardians, but she was sent down onto the human realm to fight against the Demon King Arena's army, but then when she was down there, she fought against them for like 1,000 years. So she didn't even know that Eleanor, who sent her down there, was overthrown and replaced by Villainous. And the Villainous was like, okay, we're just gonna fire Angie while she's not even here to get fired. And they fired Angie and just reconstructed the entire guard structure without her. And when she came back, she was just like super confused, wondering why nobody knows about her, considering she's the captain of the entire guard. And then she found out the hard way that she was fired for doing her job. She was fired for doing her job. Yeah, Beth was fired for not doing her job. Resorted to alcohol. I mean, Beth was doing her job. She was doing a terrible job to spend like 10 years worth of supply. Those crystals are valuable. Like, just 1 or 2 of those crystals can make a high-grade invader airship engine. and she just like tossed 10 years worth of crystals into that portal just for the Guardian to return after like 3 months. And today she's Gabriel's slave. Yep. She's Gabriel's slave. It's honestly really sad, but it also makes sense in a way, because Gabriel actually really hates. She mildly hated Angie during Dungeon Link. Gabriel just like she committed a lot of atrocities, honestly. Yeah. Oh yeah, did I ever talk about the God of Wisdom, by the way? Freya. Yeah, Freya. Alter Knight. Yeah, he's still alive. He's still kicking that bucket down the road. Yeah, Alter Knight is still alive, unfortunately. That little stunt he did, he forgot that we don't take 4 damage, and the arena just straight up caught him down there and held him in their custody. No. Gabriel was an asshole all the way through. She was an asshole back when the tree was fine. Oh god, self-incest, please stop. Please don't. Gabriel, no. She didn't turn into an asshole because the tree burned down. She was an asshole before the tree burned down. Like her like the greatest examples were she intentionally sent Plitvice to annoy Angie, and then she just like, when her 2 angel subordinates failed like 3 times to fight against Caden, she literally tossed them inside of one of those like mana draining things. Like it's like one of those battery charging things we saw in World 15. She just threw her subordinates in that and sucked all of their mana out, and it fueled like the power stations that were giving power to the laser destruction. She had always been like this asshole at this point, because like she also kidnapped Plitvice's father, Loin, the god of war. And with the help of Freya, they conducted several experiments on him, torturing him, and then he died. So yeah, Gabriel, not Veronica level, but kind a little bit worse, because she knew what she was doing. It was mana singularity battery. Just the word order is a bit off. Mana singularity battery, or as we called it, the black hole battery. They can make Caden baby because we're not sure if they use Caden DNA for cloning the Guardian. I don't think they did use Caden DNA for cloning the Guardian. But if they did, oh god, then technically female knight hooking up with Caden is still self-cessed. No, Veronica is like, Gabriel is like malicious, but she's not dangerous. Veronica is dangerous and delusional. Like, Veronica genuinely believes what she does is for the good of the people. She's completely delusional, Veronica. It's a dangerous kind of delusion too. Very dangerous. But it's like she's insane enough in a way that she can actually plead guilty in court if she wants to. If she was put on trial, technically she is eligible to plead guilty, to plead insanity. Yeah, the Guardian is the Guardian was definitely cloned, or like at least a tube baby, but it was never stated that it was Caden's DNA. It was just the cutscene of Lily and Camellia before fighting Beth was just Lily scolding Camellia about how the champion sword's compatibility with us is plummeting, and we later find out that it's actually because the little princess was playing with us. That's the main reason. The princess was essentially siphoning some of our powers. It's okay. We have no idea. Yeah, no, we don't know who the third statue is. I'm assuming that you're talking about the trial statues from World 16. The Trial of Courage, the Trial of Strength, and the Trial of Wisdom. Which is Lily, Caden, and that unknown statue in that order. I don't think it was... Personally, I think it was just like they were trying to make a statue of the Guardian, but midway through they realized that it would be a fool's endeavor, because they don't know how the Guardian looked like back then, so they just like broke the statue's head. Yeah, because also that specific trial, the Trial of Courage that the statue was with, it was customized to the hero's fears. So I'm guessing shattering the statue's head would also be a way to tell you that the trial was going to be customized to you and you specifically. Some also say that it's just Caden. It's just another Caden statue, but they broke the head for the same reason. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll stop here, actually. Do you guys have any more questions? Sky Helmore, yeah. Well, actually, no. It could still happen. Because they said that they were going to continue the expedition Code of the Chosen One story. They were going to continue it in co-op expedition. They were going to continue the story in co-op expedition. So it could continue... Yeah, it would continue. It would continue that story in co-op expedition, and your theory could still be right. Because, they're not cutting off... They're just cutting off... Yeah, they're just ending regular expedition. Area 4 is gonna be the final one, but they're not gonna end the story yet. Yeah, lag issues. Oh my god, I can't wait to fight an invisible Balog. I can't wait to fight an invisible Balog and an invisible Arachne. Imagine getting sniped by a fireball when you're not even moving. Excuse me. Yeah, that's gonna be... Honestly, hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna... yeah, screw it. I'm gonna go play some Honkai Star Rail. I'll keep the stream on, though. Yeah, I'll keep the stream on. I'll go play Honkai Star Rail, because I haven't done Simulated Universe yet. Hold on. Yeah. Absolutely, I'm excited for more lower line boss fights. The most exciting thing about the World 17 trailer is mostly the giant egg, the giant egg behind them. I'm mostly excited about that. Oh god, the giant egg. I feel like it's gonna hatch into something, and it's gonna be a cliffhanger. They're gonna show the egg hatching, and it's gonna be a cliffhanger, and then continued in World 18. God, I'm gonna hate them for that. Although I'm also excited for the other two the other two new demon governors, I'm guessing. They should be the demon governors. Yeah, I play Honkai Star Rail too. I'm pretty sure we're in like completely different servers though. Cause like I'm not in the Asia server for this one. Yeah, no, we're in different servers, I'm sorry. I'm in the Hong Kong server, I think. Yeah, there's a giant egg in Heaven Hall. But I'm not sure if it's that one that they are showing in like the trailer, cause I mean it could be that one actually. It could be. Honest, I think it would be a little weird though. I hope we can fight and kill Lily. Honestly, I hope too. I hope we can fight and kill Lily too, but I feel like the story and like the game, the developers, they're gonna force us to forgive Lily, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna force us to forgive Lily. And personally, I wouldn't forgive her either, but I don't think we would have a choice in this. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I get you. I don't want to forgive her either. But I don't think they're gonna give us a choice on forgiving her. They're gonna give her some sort of a sob story. And then just go like, oh, she's so sad. Look at her. Look at her, she's so sad. Don't you wanna forgive her? They're gonna be like that. They're absolutely gonna be like that, and we're gonna hate them for it. Oh, God.
it's the same thing as like Veronica. They're gonna make like one of those sob story things for her, and then they're gonna force you to forgive her. Honestly, I hate it. I hate it so much. Well, actually, we do have some backstory on Veronica. She was just genuinely fucking insane, but it seems like in the backstory, she had some otherworldly thing interact with her. Like, I'll pull up the curio later. Like, I'll pull it up now, actually. Yeah, I'll pull it up now. Yeah. Hold on, actually. I'll pull it up now. The, curios. This one. No, it wasn't mind control. She was just like genuinely insane. When the world was peaceful, a lone woman believed that the world's end was approaching. This belief was not backed up by evidence, but the woman was sure to a point of peculiarity, and was steadfast in her convictions despite people's denunciations. Therefore, she was chosen. The prophecy came to the woman and showed her an illusion of the future. The woman, filled with joy, bolted out of her house barefoot, and she did not return. To the woman who received an assertive answer, the past was nothing more than a worthless shell. So this is like the closest thing we have to a backstory for Veronica on how she became like she is today. It basically just like continues the message that she's completely batshit insane. Yeah. Honestly, it seems that there's this otherworldly entity affecting her, but still, the actions she has taken seems to be a bit too far for my taste. I would still like to plummet my fist right into her face. I'm sure a lot of people will want to do that too. It's just hard to forgive Veronica, but you know that they're gonna force us to do it. Yeah. Veronica. Schizophrenic mental necrosis paranoia. It's pretty much that. Imagine thinking the world's gonna end and then nobody believing you. You feel like you're insane, but you know it's gonna end, and then suddenly just like some illusion of the future pops up in front of you. That's gonna be the final straw. You're gonna go insane. And that's pretty much what Veronica did. Honestly, Veronica really should die. But I have a feeling they'll redeem her. Because she's a playable hero, and also because she's hot, apparently. A lot of people, when I asked about it, a lot of people want to forgive her because she's hot. It's true that some people really do think of their dicks. Lily, honestly, I feel like Lily has room for letting her get redeemed. Because, like, Lily, we actually have a part of Lily's lore that we still need to discuss, that we still need to find out about. And that's the part where she spent, like, thousands of years researching the champion sword. Because, like, I'm pretty sure she researched the sword not... like, she used the loop. She used the thousands of loops to research the sword, and she carried over all of her research over to the next loop as well. So I'm actually guessing that, I'm actually pretty sure that she has an ulterior motive that could lead to her redemption. It could lead to her redemption. But honestly, I really doubt it, and I don't really want to redeem her. But at the same time, I feel like maybe that ulterior motive could justify her actions. If she was doing something like researching the sword constantly throughout every single loop, trying to find a way to break the loop by researching the sword while also like following the will of the guides. Following the guides to like infiltrate their ranks, like Lily was acting like a spy, infiltrating the guides' ranks, becoming one of them, not because she wants to, but because she wants the information. It could be that, because it was never explained why she kept researching the sword for thousands of years when her duty was just to guide the champion to the ending. Yeah, no, Savior is actually the strongest one here if we don't consider the fairies. Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure Garam actually did. I'm pretty sure Garam actually did in the newest and the newest Heavenhold novel that came with the Korea Anniversary Hero. Garam was working with the Garam was working with Afterworld Inc. And that's why he got the new super costume. That was Afterworld Inc. gear. That was Afterworld Inc. armor and stuff. I'm pretty sure he actually did go to Afterworld and try to see Dele. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure Dele, with like she's a child, she might have gotten reincarnated early, yeah. Yeah, no. He really did just wipe out the entire timeline. Rue. Maybe? I mean, we haven't actually seen her reincarnated form in the game yet. We know that she has reincarnated, but we don't know who or where she reincarnated to. So yeah. Technically Afterworld is, Afterworld. They know about the loop. Afterworld knows about the loop. Oh yeah, the little blue butterfly. It might actually be Dele too. Kinda like Hannah's case. Yeah, you could be right about that. But at the same time, Garam just went to Afterworld, so maybe he did see Dele there too. Yeah, the bad ending just straight up went all red and then just say like everyone is dead and suddenly a game over screen. What? Cool. I thought that the blue fairy was the princess.
I mean, that could be the case. That could be the case because like in concept art, they had like all the fairies' designs were actually just little princess in different costumes. So it actually, if they're still holding on to that idea, then the princess might actually be a fairy too. Yeah. That is if they are holding on to the idea that the princess is going to eventually become a fairy, which is honestly, it might be the direction that they're going in, because like both the fairies and the princess have like temporal powers, and they both come from outside the loop. Yeah, I'm really excited for World 17 too. Welcome to the stream, by the way, new faces. Oh god, I wanna eat that egg. I wanna eat that. I wanna eat that bloody egg. Well, someone hasn't done their Echo of War yet. Better hurry, it's close to reset time. I think I got a cold. Ooh. We have to fight the princess. We might have to fight the princess. Oh god, I wish. Honestly, I wish Lorelei Ascension was coming. Honestly, the jump scare at the end of World 16, there are a lot of ways to interpret it. But personally, I think it's the princess activating her powers to like forcibly revive Camellia, because like her sister died, she wants her alive. Bam, emotional like distress activating her powers, and then like her powers could activate unexpectedly. How would she want her sister to come back alive for this to have never happened? How would this would have never happened? The night never exists. Okay, then her powers just kind of like erases the night from existence, but at the same time, the night has to exist. So it's like completely glitching out because she can't like forcibly bring Camellia back on this one. Oh, I really wish like there was another mecha at the size of Heavenhold. That we could just be like a giant mecha battle in Devildom, but I don't think we're gonna get that, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to. Oh, the princess. You can't really say that, to be honest, considering like future princess has more like emotional maturity and she can control her powers. But princess is like pushing her but a little princess in our timeline is pushing her powers to her limits. Like to the complete limit because of her own emotional turmoil. So yeah, I guess you could say future princess has more like control over her power, but current little princess is going berserk with it, and at the same time she is unlocking more of her power than future princess, but not in a good way. Yeah, no, Invader Mothership is massive. It had to be massive, honestly, because it holds like all of the remaining humans. It holds every single remaining human. The new game, I'm not sure. Like like I said before, it's still in like planning phase. They're still hiring people for it. So it might get changed in the future in a bit. Changed a bit, you know. Oh yeah, Kong Studios is working on 3 new games at once. One of them being a 3D open world game. Yeah, Kong Studios is working on 3 new games at once that they're saying is of AAA quality. And one of the games they're working on currently is confirmed to be a 3D open world adventure game using the Guardian Tales IP and also still using the Champion Sword as a plot device. Yeah, free. They're funding the new games with Guardian Tales revenue, which is why they're likely to be focusing more on Guardian Tales now, because that's gonna be their main source of income. To be fair, though, Guardian Tales has served well as their like wallet. You could say that. Their wallet. Maybe. I don't actually know what that game is, but or maybe. Although, don't take this as a fact, but I know a friend who does outsourcing on the game. Like I know a friend who is outsourced by Kong Studios and worked on Guardian Tales assets. At the rate that the game is going right now, they say that end of service is actually pretty near, and that they might be able to squeeze out Hell Mode 1 before they end the actual service. But don't take this as a fact. It's just comments from an outsource who worked on Guardian Tales, you know. So it's just, you gotta accept reality sometimes, but yeah. Yeah, I hope Alter Knight will be playable too. I also thought All Might. Yeah, I thought that Alter Knight would be playable too. He was just a perfect playable like other gender thing. Like they were going with like female knight was canon, right? They could like lock that in, saying female knight was canon, and then release a male Alter Knight. We would piss a lot of people off, honestly. Yeah, they are preparing for another collab. They're gonna do another collab soon-ish, yeah. We played Alter Knight a little bit in World 11 Nightmare, yes. Just a little bit. Yeah. Maybe we'll get him as a hero someday. Oh, the NTR drama. Honestly, I didn't have to be told about it considering I could understand Chinese. I am Chinese. I just went on to like I check in on the Chinese for Guardian Tales Chinese version. Sometimes I check in on regularly. And one day when I went on to the forums expecting them to be happy about the anniversary update, I just see a wall of insults towards the new hero and talking about the new novel being complete hot garbage. So yeah, I knew it from there. Yeah, the Cybermonk. Honestly, everyone hated the Cybermonk when he released. Alternate. Alternate is just lazy at this point. Like, he's just giving up. He's just giving up on everything. Yeah, he's just giving up at that point. Eva might still be stuck in heaven hole somewhere. She is getting a lot of screen time in Expedition though. World 13 Nightmare might be about Alternate since they talked about they're gonna release World 13 Nightmare and World 1 Hell before releasing World 18. And that means they plan on releasing Hell World and a Nightmare World before ending Season 2 in December. I mean, Asha had like a reasonable explanation. She was still in like Ra Empire for her own reasons. Cause like a princess, she's a princess of Ra that is the closest to acquiring the throne, so she has to kind of stay there. But White Beast and Eva, they don't really have an explanation for those. Yeah, no, I hope they get to put out more Dungeon Link ones too. Yeah. Story of Expedition. Yeah, it should be after season 2. It should be after season 2. Yeah, they said every 4 months. But they also said during the conference that they are going to be focusing on releasing Hell World 1 and also Nightmare 13 before ending the Season 2 on World 18 in December. They're going to release 2 new mode worlds in between the time of World 17 to World 18. Yeah, Ringo, he's kind of sad, honestly. Why did Clara become a kid? Actually, that's part of the information that my next video will include. But I'll spoil you guys a bit by presenting it here, anyways. So okay, this is gonna be like really gory, so I'm just gonna. Oh God. So like, I want to explain this in like a non-gory way. Imagine, just imagine for Clara is like a potato. Imagine Clara is a potato, and Veronica has a potato peeler called Paimon Fragment 1. And Veronica kept peeling the potato, and just kept peeling the potato, cutting the flesh off. You know, it just keep cutting the flesh off, and it keeps growing back. The flesh keeps growing back. But Veronica was cutting the flesh off so fast, so often, that even regeneration magic couldn't handle it, and her and Clara's size was reduced to like a child as a result of so much body mass being lost due to Veronica torturing her every single day. The curious about it was actually quite graphic of the description too. Let's see here. The goddess and the hero. So she was crying and begging for Promethea and Caden to save her, but neither of them came. Nobody came to her rescue. She was left to her own devices and was crying, screaming, begging in a closet stained with her own tears and her blood. Also, Veronica was also brainwashing her at the same time. Yeah. And eventually, after the torture was like enough, Clara couldn't take it anymore and she let herself go, and she fell under Veronica's brainwash. Veronica tortured Clara so badly that her mental state was completely screwed. And to the point where Clara was so unstable that the holy magic inside of her was also unstable due to her emotional state being completely ruined, and she was a walking time bomb. Actually, Promethea couldn't answer her prayers. Promethea couldn't go to human world anymore. Promethea couldn't go to the human world anymore after the world tree burned, and also Promethea knew that she couldn't be there for the humans anymore after the world tree burned. So Promethea intentionally gave all of her remaining holy magic to Clara, and Clara assumed that Promethea gave her all of her holy magic and basically tasked her with saving the world, with like healing everyone that she could. But that eventually that led to everyone thinking that she was a witch who stole all of the world's holy power. Yeah, actually, she was very similar when dressing with, like, she was very similar to, in appearance, to Clara's outfit. But it probably wasn't an accident, and they wanted to draw, like, a parallel or something. Oh, Caden. Caden is, like, fucking dead. Caden likely was possessed by the plague doctor. I'm not sure if you guys have watched the latest expedition novel yet, because like Apparently, Caden can read memories of a sword, which is kind of weird. Caden, well, Caden. He kinda just merged with the Plague Doctor. Yeah. No, Clara is actually recovering nicely after the events of Expedition Area 4. We actually do get to rescue Clara, take her back to Heavenhold, and she is recovering fine on Heavenhold. No, actually, they already said that they're discontinuing Expedition. They're not gonna update Expedition anymore. Area 4 is the final one. But they will continue the story in co-op Expedition, which is gonna be a mess. Caden is like stuck with like Plague Doctor. Yeah, Plague Doctor and Caden are actually separate entities. Yeah, they're separate entities. Her mental state, her mental state isn't all the way there, but Eva actually, Eva broke Veronica's mind. Eva managed to break Veronica's mind control spell over Clara, and they took her back to Heavenhold, where she's slowly recovering. The cutscene at the end of Area 4 implies that Veronica is actually, Clara is actually recovering really well. It's likely just a matter of time before she retains her memories and stuff. Yeah. Oh, that was Lily. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it would go well either. But it's their choice. I don't wanna yeah. It's their choice to make co-op Expedition. Oh my god, Clara meeting the Plague Doctor might be like one of the most anticipated reunions. Yeah, Lily and Xavier, they aren't like enemies. They're just on different sides, but they're not against like each other. Specifically, they were negotiating during that conversation. They were negotiating with each other. So maybe they were like negotiating on like how maybe they could like get rid of the loop. They were negotiating that maybe. Yeah. Because like the specific thing about them was that they were negotiating. In that instance, negotiations broke down. I think their co-op expedition is mostly just gonna be like bosses. Not like the regular expedition trials. Yeah, no. Though I haven't actually ever experienced a lag issue on my end, so that might be a good thing for me. Yeah, both Clara and Caden are broken now. Both were heroes, all gone now. It's quite poetic, honestly. Why are the game over fairies interested? Oh, yeah, it's one of the main things. We don't, yeah. It really is a tragic love story, too. The closest thing you'll have of, like, Clara and Caden meeting again would just be Kai meeting Clara on Heavenhold. That's the closest you'll get. The fairies, yeah, we don't know about that part yet. We just know that the fairies are part of the reason that the loop is still going strong. Yeah. But we don't know why they wanted to continue going. I'm guessing maybe Caden is like only our loop. It's only our loop's Caden that knows about the Plague Doctor, maybe? POV, you had to study microbiology. Yeah, I hope we see future princess come back too. Yeah. Maybe they didn't have the Plague Doctor. I still think that the Plague Doctor is exclusive to our loop. Not really. The Plague Doctor might actually be repairing him. Clint Wolf. Yeah, I know that. I very much remember that guy, and honestly, I wouldn't trust his sources. If I were you, I wouldn't trust his source. Because, you know, after all, it is Clint Wolf. So it's not like a very reliable source of information. But yeah, there were old leaks that went around. I don't think I can ask for them back. Maybe I could ask someone that I know, perhaps. Mayhaps. Just a mayhaps. Yeah. It could be a fake leak. You know, it could always be a fake leak. I'm guessing actually at the end of Kid Guardian Test Run Doom, we will find out in World 17. We're running Doom on Guardian Tales. Yeah, yeah. We will eventually we'll find Kai again after all. I'm pretty sure the Plague Doctor is actually like putting the core, like putting a new core, putting a core back into Kai. I'm pretty sure Heavenhold is like a miniature country that exports stuff. Plus, Loreline is actually like decently loaded, I would say. The Plague Doctor is like working on his own side. The Plague Doctor is working on his own side. He's focused on curing Labos. Yeah, he's focused on curing Labos. Plague Doctor's agenda is mainly curing Labos. Like he said, what does a doctor do? A doctor treats. And experiments as well. Though it's kind of concerning the way he conducts his experiments. Heavenhold, I'm pretty sure Heavenhold, like, maybe not androids, but they do sell stuff out. And it's also a really popular, really popular place to, like, it's a tourist attraction. Yeah, no, Plague Doctor, I mean, he did give her a fighting chance, I guess, and the Plague Doctor also kind of comforted her in her last moments. He did say that all of those deaths were not her fault, and were of his fault. So maybe he didn't play Laura for like a fool, or something like of the sort. The microbiologist threatening the businessman, dude. Yeah, I thought that was the Plague Doctor too, but now I'm not sure. I mean, he could still be the Plague Doctor, to be honest. Yeah, he could still be the Plague Doctor, considering, like, the Plague Doctor is, the Plague Doctor is like this otherworldly entity, so it might actually still be him. Honestly, it's hard to tell. Yeah, he was indirectly involved in Lupina's death, yeah. It depends on how you view it. I'm pretty sure, like, it could. A Plague Doctor could be a similar case to Lily, because, like, Lily is actually carried on throughout the timelines, too. Because, like, Lily is one of the guides now. She knows about previous and the current loop. So it could be a similar situation to that. That Plague Doctor is actually from the previous loops as well. But in terms of like Caden, he just like abandoned ship when the situation isn't favorable for him anymore, maybe. Yeah, no, free shield over preservation path is broken. I think he is a constant throughout every single timeline, but at the same time, he's a similar entity in a similar situation to, like, a very similar position to Lily is the fact that, the fact that, he might be carried over from the previous loops. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of poetic. Like, both Caden and Lily are in, like, similar situations here. Because, like, both of them found this otherworldly type of entity when they were researching the champion's sword on their own. Because remember, Caden's relationship with Lily actually, it deteriorated rapidly. No, Ara's real body is not tentacles. The real body is that curvy, let's just say curvy thing. Very curvy. Yeah. He might be a fairy. There's still too little information for us to go off of right now, unfortunately. Let's do a single pool. Nah, just kidding. Let's grab, like... Do I have money? I don't have money. Fuck, I'm poor. Let's do a single pool. Because I'm poor. Whoa. I'm poor and I know it. No, not this one. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. You're gonna stop there. Yeah, there were two uninteractable guides in World 2. They were the red and purple ones. There was also a purple or red guide in Raw Empire 2, if I recall correctly. Nah. It's Era always looked like that. Hmm? Deuce. Yeah, I hope they will give some explanation. Hey, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, holy shit. Uh, y'all caught that, right? Oh my god. Okay, single pool pulled off, I guess. Interesting. I caught that on stream too, holy crap. Interesting. Perfect, I caught it on stream so I can show it off to my friends later. Oh my god, I really can't believe I just rolled that. Oh dear lord, I wanted you. Oh god, look at you, you handsome motherfucker. Streamer like acting him. I know, right? And tomorrow is the maintenance. I'm gonna do another single pull. I'm gonna do another single pull, and if I get anything, you guys. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I was asking for too much. And the maintenance was tomorrow too, so I'm like super glad right now. The banner was ending. The banner was ending tomorrow. The fairy's doing. Oh my god. Now only if I had this sort of luck for Guardian Tales, I would be happy. This isn't even the first time I got something good on my single pulls. Like, I got like, one time I got like two character exclusive light cones back to back in single pulls. I think I have them here. Yeah, light cone, yeah. In the Name of the World, I got Sleep Like the Dead in a single pull, and then in the Name of the World in a single pull, back to back. Oh, I'm popping off, holy shit. But, yeah. Oh. I kinda wanna do another single pull, but I kinda wanna save what little amount of gems, little amount of jade I have for a blade. I gotta start saving for blade because I already got I got this man. I got Japard. I got Japard as my first 5-star. Yeah, he's pretty good. I got him before I met him in Bellabog, so I managed to fight Gapard with Gapard. Yeah. Okay. Back to Guardian Tales though for a sec. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon, anyways, cause like it's already fucking. It's 3 a.m. I gotta fucking sleep soon. Yeah. Oof. Do you guys have like more lore questions on Guardian Tales? Speedin'. Oh, right. I know the first person I gotta tell. Yeah, Blitfist does deserve a short story. Whatever, I'll tell him later. Oh, Clara's default weapon is Paimon. Clara, it's Clara. Clara's exclusive weapon is called Paimon Fragment 3. It's explained in Expedition with Paimon Fragment 1 that it's literally just a part of Paimon's body that kind of just fell off when he died. Oh, Paimon two-handed sword, cause the sword is the same one that Paimon had in his original illustration in Dungeon Link. Yeah, but it got turned into just a regular sword weapon. There's no like lore implication here. It's just one of the default ones. Yeah. Yep. Clara's original weapon is a staff. I'm not sure what it's called, actually. I'll get back to you on that. I just know that it's originally a staff and it's related to Promethea, because Clara follows the religion of Promethea, which is also the country religion of Canterbury. Honestly, Promethea, I would. She does love humans dearly, but she lies a lot. She's a compulsive liar. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. 2 hours, 40 minutes in. Yeah, it's been a long time today. I'm gonna end the stream here then. Yeah, no, Skyhem. Maybe we'll get a world like that. Maybe. But for now, let's wait and see for World 17.